Stop, stop, stop. I need your help. I need you to listen. Without giving too many details, I will probably be losing my job this week in the middle of a pandemic after I just moved into a new apartment. This news has completely blindsided me. I was not expecting this. The last time I went through something kind of emotional like this a few weeks ago, you guys were so overwhelming with your support, and I need your help. I actually need physical help now. I'm going to be putting up my Venmo and Cash App links in my bio. I just need some sort of income until I can find something more stable. I'm also going to be offering any educational services. If you just want to learn more about anything I've talked about on my profile, contact me and we can work something out. I can't say this enough. I really need your guys' help and support. Thank you.
I hear a lot of crying, but I see no tears. It's funny because on her TikTok channel, this woman often talks about female empowerment. But when things get heated, all of that empowerment apparently fades, and you expect other people to fix your problems. Why don't you man up and act like an adult? I've seen men arriving to foreign cities with $50 and making it work. I've seen men not eating for days because they didn't have the money for it. And still they managed to rise themselves. Women are the best at dismantling their own arguments about female empowerment.
Pathetic.
For all the good ladies out there that have self-respect, I'm not addressing you. Weak women lack the intelligence, rationality, and integrity to act decently. So if they get hurt or mad or left out, they will lash out and try to hurt you with a low blow. This is why we so often hear about the best friend or the guy she told you not to worry about. The best way to know a woman's true personality is when she is hurt or angry. Everyone can be a cutie pie at the cinema, or when you buy her flowers, or at a romantic dinner. Every ship looks stable with a smooth sea. The true identity comes out when problems arise. Women react more emotionally by default, but there are borders you should not tolerate to be crossed. Does she block your number every time she gets angry? Does she threaten to cheat on you? Does she throw a tantrum at minor inconveniences? Does she become hysterical at nonsense? Run for the hills. You're not on this earth to be a therapist to every broken woman you meet. Let them learn by showing them their behaviors are unacceptable, instead of approving of them and reinforcing them by staying with her. Oh, and don't sleep with your best friend's ex. Bros before 3 or 4s.
I just have a quick question for you men out there. Do you feel like you're in less of a rush to get like married or settle down because of all the options there are nowadays with dating and, you know, today's dating culture? Because I just feel like the men have it so freaking easy. I see so many more men single in their 30s, 40s, and they're just they don't care. They don't care. They can just sleep around with all the little 20-year-olds because most of them, obviously, like, they're not ready to settle down. They could have fun. They could screw around. But then it gets to the 30-year-olds and we're on a time crunch. But for the men, they're not at all. So they could be in their 40s and not giving a shit about if they settle down or not, because you can still, you know, have a kid in your 40s, 50s as a male. More to the story, and my question, men, do you think that you're taking dating less seriously in your 30s and 40s because of all the options there are out there in today's dating culture? I just want to know.
Men don't feel less on a rush to get married. Men don't want to get married at all. And I'm gonna quote a comment I saw a few days ago. Men are not avoiding marriage, they're avoiding divorce. I think that if women were dating material, a lot less men will be on dating apps trying to smash, because there will be an incentive to reach for something more from a young age. But as you yourself mentioned, women in their 20s are just messing around. Yet when they hit 30, they suddenly are on a timer. Well, we don't care about your timer. We're not going to form a family with you just because you ran out of options, and now you want someone to provide for you and make you company and fix your problems. Because not only do we not limit ourselves to be your personal wallet and entertainer, not only the fact that in most of the cases it's unpleasant to be around women who have been used by Chad all their life, but also that we stand to lose a lot if you have a change of heart while married.
I mean, how serious do you want me to be? Because in all seriousness, if that person was a narcissist especially, live your best life. And not let them in. Or tell them you're pregnant and block them.
Alright, I'm gonna skip over the part where you say some disgusting, outrageous things that I would insult kids if I categorized as childish, and I'm going to address the part where you imply that success is the best revenge. It's a philosophy that many women share, easing their mind by repeating how successful they will become. Ladies, if a man left you in the first place, there is a reason he is not willing to stick around, meaning no matter how attractive or successful you become, he is still not going to care, because he deemed you unworthy of his time already. Also, he didn't leave you because you weren't quote-unquote living your best life, he probably left you because you're a pain in the neck to be around, so try and fix that first.
I posted this video recently. You should see the men inside of my comment section when they realize that I'm 41 and I feel great. They find it so hard to believe that I'm not comparing myself to younger women. Sis, if you under 30, trust me, there is nothing that you have that I won't. Not even your youth. But see, men want older women to think that. They want us to feel like growing old means we'll shrivel up and die. Alone. Or with our cats. Men have this weird obsession with youth. That's why they try to justify dating women who are significantly younger than them. That's why most of them like or act like Peter Pan. Most of them are afraid to grow old. They feel like once they get old and their phallus shrivels up to the point to where they begin to ejaculate dust, that they're no longer valuable anymore. This is why they don't want women to age. Liar! Believe that.
No. Men like younger women because they are more attractive and carry less baggage, not because we are afraid of aging or some crap.
The reason why we wear makeup is because we want to look young. You notice they're always trying to like criticize our makeup, our hair, and all that stuff. We're only beautiful to them when we still have the bodies of a teenager. Yeah, that's a little weird, haven't you noticed? But when you get older, your body changes. Your body gets older. When you get older, you gain weight sometimes. Women get older and stay skinny but begin to look sickly. Some women don't. Women of color tend to age gracefully, I've noticed. Either way, we can use all the cosmetics and surgery to be as youthful as we like to be. But at the end of the day, I love that I age. I want to see myself progress. I'm not anxious to be stuck in this specific box or age group or generation. And men have a hard time believing that. They believe me having confidence in myself over 40 is me being delusional. Because on the market, men are no longer checking for me. It's interesting that they actually believe that. But even if that were to be true, let's say for instance, men don't want to date women who are over 30 or 40. Why would you think that we would be sitting here miserable because men no longer want us when we had men all up and through our 20s? We was dating men when we was teenagers, remember? If y'all are so into younger women, you have to realize that we was dating y'all when we was teenagers, remember? We was dating y'all in our early 20s, remember? We've experienced enough of y'all by the time we get 40. We happy. We happy you not checking for us. After dealing with you and your bullshit? Men don't even realize how much bullshit they come with. Me at my big age, I'm supposed to be worried about what these young girls are doing? Pervs my age wish. It's so perverted and nasty. It's a level of arrogance and conceit in these men. They want to be wanted. And when a woman says, I don't want you. Oh, you lied. Really? You really believe that every single woman out here is pressed to have you? Those days are over, sir. Women are no longer giving a shit. We don't care. A lot of us will prefer to be chilling somewhere with our canines and felines than to be in the presence of you, sir. Best believe it. We trying to tell you. A lot of us are going to outlive men. So a lot of us are preparing to be alone anyway. These men are afraid to die slow and alone.
Alright. Now here's the thing. Age matters, of course, looks matter, but I think what matters the most to men when dating with serious intention is, are you dating material? Are you a pleasant person to be around? Do you know how to keep a man. No matter how attractive a girl is, if she doesn't know how to keep a man, men won't commit to her. Yeah, sure, they will pump and dump her, but that's not really some serious relationship. So yes, age and looks matter, but they are not the most important thing. I'll give you an example. Let's say a woman got married in her 20s, and at age 40, she loses her husband, yeah? He's not around anymore. If that woman is a good person and decides to find a new man, don't you think a lot of men in their 40s will be interested? Because men find more valuable a woman in her 40s but who knows how to build a family, to be a good wife, to be a good partner, than a woman in her 20s who is just an empty body. But this woman in the video already said how in her 20s she was sleeping around with all the men. Men don't want women who have been messing around throughout their 20s, going to clubs, sleeping with chads, and men won't put up with being a wallet, or with being a plan B, or with being an insurance policy. Men don't want chads leftovers. This is why men prefer younger women, because the chances of her not being trouble are bigger. But that will be it for today, gentlemen. Leave me a thought, leave me a comment of your thoughts down below, and thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one, guys. Have a good one.